Alright everybody, welcome to Moonlit Mayhem 2025. That is right, Miniature Mayhem Season 3 only dropped 1 week ago, but it's already time for the Halloween event, because Halloween is in less than a week. So I worked hard to make this happen in just the last week that I had to work on this. So here it is. Now, I'm going to be mixing things up from the last video because I put a ton of time editing in the last video and it didn't seem to pay off. So this is just going to be more direct, kind of how I used to do these videos years ago when they used to pop off. And I'll be going over the map changes. And then I think somewhere in the middle of the map changes, I'll throw in the loot pool changes as well as the new features that we have. And then I'll finish up with the rest of the map changes because there are quite a few. So see if I open the map, it does look a bit different. We have 3 different named locations that have been added. So to start out, just something to note is Barge has been temporarily removed. This was a high tide location, you know, the big boat that was right there. That was just for memory, so that I had memory to actually work. It'll come back in the next update after Halloween is over. But let's start with what's been right in front of us and right below me the whole time, which is Maw. This was the marsh location, which has now been, I don't know, it's got dark rocks and lava. So it's been spookified, you could say. And all around this area there are scarecrows. So it might be scary because somebody could be hiding among these scarecrows and you might not even notice. You might just think it's another one of them. And I mean, you can tell that the sky is very different. And I really think I pulled off exactly what I was looking for. This purple hue that like Fortnite used to do in like Chapter 2, Season 4 for that Halloween event. That Halloween event had such good lighting. That's what I was trying to recreate here. And I think it looks really nice, especially when you have stuff like these lights in the purple light. It just looks great. Yeah, and everything that was just added in Season 3, I figured it was best to leave untouched. So, you know, if you come over here, you know, the desert is still completely untouched because it was just added a week ago. So, now one of the other new locations that was in front of me during the intro is right here. But you probably also noticed next to it, a little doohickey here. This is the replacement for crafters, which were removed at the start of this season because of a glitch. So I had to make something new to spend the rough ore that is in chests on. And this is what it is for the time being. This is a spook box. As you can see, they're marked on the map, so you can find them wherever you need to. And you can bring 50 rough ore here, and it will give you a random spooky gun. Not all of them are Halloween themed. Some of them, like there's just a gold spaz in there, so you might just get something very powerful. But most of the stuff is Halloween themed. So that it pretty much works like a loot box. You get a random thing. If you want me to make a tutorial on it, leave a comment down below, because I can easily enough do that. I've got the system right here. Also, at some point, I thought about raising the price on this, because 50 was kind of cheap for... This is Apatron. So, 50 is kind of cheap for some of the items that are in here. But I figured it was Halloween. Like, a little chaos could be okay. This event's only going to last a couple of weeks. So, I figured it'd be more fun if everybody had chaotic weapons. Now, let's move on to the gateway location that replaces Bridge for this update. So here's what it looks like from the side. Pretty much like the spook kind of came in from one side. There's still a part of the lift bridge that is intact. So if you come in through the entranceway, you see there's a long corridor, and then doors, and then a staircase. And up the top you can see there's more parts of the lift bridge still here, like those beams right there. And then up at the top here, there's a little throne and a bucket. And up top we have a gargoyle overlooking the island over here, which is kind of spooky. No matter where you are, if you look up, you can see his eyes, which I think is kind of cool. So that's it for the gateway location. It no longer lifts up on high tide. Like the lift bridge typically lifts up. This does not. Then, before we get to our location on this island, I'll quickly go over the loot pool. There's a few changes, you know, mostly Halloween stuff. We have the chainsaw, the Zapatron. That one's not Halloween themed. I just figured that'd be fun. Then the sideways scythe, the crossbow, the Shadow Midas' drum gun, unstable bow, pumpkin launcher, wings of Icarus, all of the Halloween candies, and the witch broom. So you see other stuff like the wings of Icarus. That's also just for fun. I figured that'd be cool. You know, stuff that normally might be a little OP. You know, just for the temporary event, why not? Now we're gonna move on to our last location, which is Fields, that replaced South Restaurant. You still have the sign over here for Ralph's Restaurant, but if you go down the street, that is not what's here. So this is the little farm POI. There hasn't been one on Miniature Mayhem yet. You know, so many battle royales have farm locations, because I mean, it's a basic thing and it always looks pretty good. But I figured a farm would be a great thing. You know, Fortnite always does their freaky fields. I don't know why they keep bringing back freaky fields every Halloween. Yeah, I think, especially with the lighting, like these, the corn looks red, which I think is really cool. It's actually not. It's just the normal corn, but with the lighting, it just makes it look red. And I think it looks great. And then you got the Ralph sign. So this is still Ralph's. So maybe before Ralph's was a restaurant, it was just a farm, you know? Then, I mean, here's the inside of the barn. There's a lot of loot in here, actually. So this is a pretty good drop spot. It's still pretty much only one building, like Ralph's was before, so. And, of course, we gotta have 2 silos. I mean, just a classic farm thing. And that is it. That's all the major map changes for the Halloween event. So, I think this is pretty significant for a couple factors, because it's only a temporary thing, and because I threw it together in a week. So I hope you guys enjoyed playing this. I'm definitely going to keep it up for a while after Halloween, like maybe a week, maybe a couple weeks, because Halloween's only a week away, and I think I added, you know, it's 3 locations, so, you know, I'll keep it out for a few weeks probably. And then as soon as the event's over, there'll be more Miniature Mayhem content. Alright, I just filmed the outro, and I remembered a little feature that I forgot to talk about, and by that I mean a big feature. So on the map, among the spook boxes, you can see something called the Doom box that is marked. Now this little device here is similar to the spook box in that you put in the rough ore and you get out an item. Except instead of 50 rough ore and you get a random spooky item, you put in 1,000 rough ore, and out you get 16 precision airstrikes. So this is just something I decided to throw in last moment. Honestly, I made this like I was done with everything else, and I was like, you know what would be funny? So I made this because I love the precision airstrike, because I mean, it looks so cool. So with 16 of them, you can only carry one at a time, but you could probably destroy the whole map. So go ham. I really want to see one of you guys able to collect. This is 100 chests worth of rough ore. So if you go out there, play with a couple friends, see if you can work together to collect all 1,000 rough ore and unlock the spook box and destroy the whole map. I just decided this right now. The first person that I see with a video clip, submit a video clip in the Discord server. I'll make a channel for it or something. That you were able to unlock the Doom box and destroy the map. I need to see a video of you unlocking it and destroying the whole map with the precision airstrikes. I'll give you 1,000 V-Bucks. That seemed like a deal? Alright, now back to the outro, I guess. So that's it. This video was pretty quick because, like I said at the beginning, nothing fancy with it. Just straight going through everything I've got to give you. Now, the code's been on the screen the whole time, and I really, genuinely appreciate everybody that plays the map. And if you haven't seen the last video, it's not doing super great. in the views department, so I would greatly appreciate you guys checking that out. It's the last video I posted. I'll leave it in the end card of the video. That'll be popping up in a second. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm looking to do more tutorials for creative soon, so in the description of this video there's a link to the Discord, and there's a channel in there for tutorial suggestions, so please drop one over there if there's anything you need to see how to do. And like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and use code GravyMan. It always helps out. I should come with a catchphrase, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.